This episode of Internet Today is sponsored by Purple Mattress.
Boy, oh boy, did we think it was just going to be another depressing week filled with angst about the election, the pandemic, and just our diminishing mental health in general. Luckily, we awoke on Monday to find one of the coolest sounding trending topics to ever grace the public pages of social media, so far this year at least, and that is Zoom dick.
We got that Zoom dick.
Yeah, the possibilities for what this could be were endless. So why look into it at first? Why not just enjoy the mystery of this all caps exclamation? Zoom dick has blessed the timeline, and that is all that mattered. Awesome. All right, now let's explain what Zoom dick is and why it was trending.
Yeah, you're going to love this. So at first it appeared as though another aging media personality had a little bit of an oopsie during a video conference. I mean, it's the kind of thing we've all kind of grown accustomed to over the past year or past couple of years. I think our favorite one on this show is the old channel, the Kurt Eichenwald tentacle porn incident.
I was thinking more wholesome. I was thinking the BBC guy whose kids ran into the room and the nanny had to get them out.
I was thinking of when Kurt Eichenwald had a tab open on a screenshot of tentacle porn and then went on a tweet storm trying to explain the perfectly normal reasons for why that would be.
There is a lot of oopsies out there, and they cross all bounds, from the simple enough to the hardcore.
Yeah. But it really was only a matter of time. And I mean, everyone's having to connect into a lot of these types of jobs from their homes. Everyone in their family is basically living in their office now.
Yeah.
And yeah, your house is also generally where you kind of have free reign.
Yeah,
you can do anything you want.
It's the one place where you should be able to do whatever you want.
You eat there, you shit there.
You fuck there, you crank it there.
You kind of do it all. And now it's your office too. So anything can happen. And has happened.
Yeah.
Mostly it's just been, kids or pets in the background. Ha cute.
Fun.
Or something to do with the person's lack of tech abilities.
Am I coming in clear? Hello?
Yeah.
Tap,
Hello?
tap.
But sometimes it's someone else being unaware that a camera's on and doing something they'd normally be free to do in their own home. But having that broadcast out to the world, or at least to all of their coworkers.
Yeah, that's the thing. You get the tentacle porn. You get your spouse walking around naked in the background, as we've seen before this year.
There was that, I can't remember which government, I think it was Argentina, where some senator or congressman was sucking on his girlfriend's titty.
Yeah, these things happen.
Yeah.
When the line between work and home blurs.
Oh, actually, my favorite one was that news reporter doing a report on, how to do your own makeup when the salons are closed. And in the background of the shot is just her husband. Side profile view, just dick out in the shower.
See, so look, things can happen. I mean, significant others walking around in the bathroom or around naked, maybe even showing it off.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, it does happen. And it's been happening increasingly more since the pandemic because everyone is working out of the home.
Yeah, and generally pretty innocent.
Yeah, but sometimes, though, it goes a little bit further than that with, let's just say, the person's sexual lifestyle accidentally spilling over into their professional life for everyone on the call to see. Now, mostly, you'd love to assume that these are mistakes, and the person having the oopsie doesn't actually want the people they're chatting with or the world to see what they're doing. And we're not sure yet what was going through the mind of CNN legal analyst and reporter for The New Yorker, Jeffrey Toobin, but we do know that the source of the Zoom dick trending topic had a bit more going on than just a little accident.
So at first, the reporting on Jeffrey Toobin's Zoom dick incident alluded to something more simple. Maybe he'd gotten up to use the bathroom with his camera on and came walking back into the desk with his pecker hanging out or something. I mean, still a bit weird and very easy to avoid, but no harm, no foul, I guess. Yeah. Maybe he just wasn't wearing pants at all. And then he stood up at some point, not knowing that he just exposed his wang to everyone that he was meeting with on a Zoom call. Again, put on underwear. I don't know.
Yeah.
But still seems simple enough. Whatever. Especially for kind of older guy like Jeffrey Toobin. He's certainly qualified for his roles at media outlets, but probably isn't the most hyper-aware person when it comes to modern technology, video chatting, and the proper procedures required for actually ending a call.
Or switching a call to a different call, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, this kind of thing happens to Twitch streamers, too. You'd assume that Twitch streamers, of all people, would know how to properly end their streams, but
yet
every week or so, someone's ball sack or butthole or what have you ends up on that stream.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're beating their wife. Or Throwing
any number
a cat.
of things.
Or, any number of shameful, embarrassing things.
Yeah, I was watching a streamer like 2 weeks ago. Nothing bad happened, but they raided someone and forgot to. They thought the raid would end their stream, and they left it going. Nothing bad happened. They just walked away and went to bed. But it's like, even for the most tech savvy, this could be an issue.
I use OBS to screen capture a lot of stuff for B-roll for the show, and the start stream button is right next to the start screen recording button, and I don't know how the hell I haven't accidentally hit that button at some point.
But anyways, regardless of how or why his tallywhacker was exposed to everyone involved, it was. And come to find out, it wasn't just a slip of the tip. He was full-on cranking his hog while everyone watched, presumably in horror. No, sir, this was no simple Zoom dick. This was a furious Zoom masturbation session. One for the ages. One witnessed while his camera was on, capturing the entire escapade while members of the New Yorker and WNYC Radio were trying to have a meeting. Mr. Toobin, could you please not crank your hog while we're trying to have a discussion here? According to the original reporting via Motherboard, quote, Toobin said he did not realize his video was on. Quote, I made an embarrassingly stupid mistake, believing I was off camera. I apologize to my wife, family, friends, and coworkers. I believe I was not visible on Zoom. I thought no one on the Zoom call could see me. I thought I had muted the Zoom video, Toobin said.
Mute turns off your screen, right?
Which, an old person saying, I thought I muted the video. It's adorable, sure.
Just like when I mute the TV when I'm done watching it.
And finished. Time to crank one out. But like we said, this wasn't just some walking by the camera with my hog out type mistake.
Wasn't some drive-by cranking.
Dude was actually sitting there cranking that hog.
And it's... The funniest, this he's a media guy in politics for God knows how long. It's like, they were doing a mock election.
It was an election simulation, which then everyone immediately, it just... softball, erection stimulation.
Yeah.
Everyone online just lobbed.
He's in the middle of what sounds like was a pretty boring just sort of simulation of things that might happen on election day, and he's just so hot and heavy that he's got to take a wank break in the middle of that.
Yeah,
what a freak.
Some thought just popped into his mind. He's like, oh, God, I got to get rid of this, and there's only one way I know how.
President Kamala Harris. So from that article where they spoke to two people who were on the call on the condition of anonymity, they noted it was unclear how much each person saw, but both said that they saw Toobin jerking off. The two sources described a juncture in the election simulation when there was a strategy session, and the Democrats and Republicans went into their respective breakout rooms for about 10 minutes. At this point, they said, it seemed like Toobin was on a second video call. The sources said that when the groups returned from their breakout rooms, Toobin lowered the camera. The people on the call said they could see Toobin touching his penis. Toobin then left the call. Moments later, he called back in, seemingly unaware of what his colleagues had been able to see, and the simulation continued. That another thing,
wiping his hands. Hey, what'd I miss?
Everyone else is just like, all right, well, so what's up next? What's up next on the docket? We all saw this man jack off, but the show must go on.
Let's just get through this. And then you know that he realized it.
Oh,
that's why he
wow.
Hey, what's coming up? Sorry, I had
some weird stuff happened with my signal earlier.
Pulled a muscle in my upper thigh. I hope you guys didn't see anything unnecessary.
Yeah, I think my call got crossed with someone else's phone line.
The laptop fell over, and I was just rubbing out a pulled muscle.
Yeah.
I hope no one saw that.
I'm making sausage for lunch, so...
Anyways...
If you saw anything that looked like a sausage, it's probably my lunch.
I'm just going to say this out loud for everyone. Sorry, wife. I'm sorry. Well, it looks like Toobin's career is currently on hold because of this whole episode. The New Yorker suspended him during their investigation, which I assume will be closed soon. And the WNYC Radio, they said that they're no longer going to book him. Toobin did, however, appear on CNN over the weekend as a legal analyst, but that was before the news story about him doing the old devil's handshake went viral.
This happened like a little over a week ago, right?
So it had actually happened. They just had the story hadn't broke yet. So he appeared on CNN. Apparently, you would assume they didn't know about the devil's handshake, but it happened. This is just another in a very long lesson that is being taught in front of all of us. If you're gonna crank your hog or do any other sex shit, make sure you don't film yourself doing it, either accidentally or on purpose. And if you can bear it, please don't do this shit while you're working.
You schedule some time. Block out some time when you're away from any cameras.
It's a good tip. Always assume that your camera's on.
Yeah.
Just pretend, like most of us do, pretend you have an FBI agent that's dedicated just to you.
Yeah. Anyway, my favorite part of the story was the fact that, of all people to comment on it, O.J. Simpson took some time out of his day to shoot a little self-shot video.
O.J. Simpson is the react king on social media now.
Let's watch the O.J. Simpson react.
Yeah.
Damn, Jeffrey Toobin. At least Pee Wee Herman was in an X-rated movie theater. I'm just saying.
So yeah, that's funny. Also, apparently Jeffrey Toobin wrote a bunch about the O.J. Simpson trial, and his book about it is what The People vs. O.J. is based on.
Yeah.
So Toobin and O.J. have a bit of history here. I'm sure O.J. was happy to finally get one over.
Because O.J.'s like, oh, Jeffrey, why are you cranking your hog? Come on. Even Pee Wee Herman did it inside of a porn theater.
Come on, dudes. Let's not do anything shameful that would embarrass our wives. Come on. I'm O.J.
I think the funniest / darkest thing about O.J. is the fact that he did go to jail. He didn't go to jail for murdering his wife.
He went to jail for some weird crime involving
merchandise. He tried to steal back his stuff. But in O.J.'s head, time served is time served, and it looks like as though his conscience is clean, and he's just cranking him away. Just dude. He'll react to anything.
Yeah.
The pandemic, Jeffrey Toobin whacking it. O.J. is out here living the best 2013 YouTuber life.
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson reacts.
Good for him, I guess.
Sure.
Anyway, before we get into some more lighthearted news and information today, let's take a minute to relax. Mm-hmm. And the best way to live a nice, relaxed day is after a good night's sleep. We've spoken a lot recently about how important a good night's sleep is to your mental and physical health, so that's why we're stoked that today's episode is sponsored by Purple Mattress. Mm-hmm. Throw some bedding on a bunch of different mattresses, and sure, they all kind of look alike, same basic shape. The same goes for pillows. But peel away the layers, look at what's inside, and you'll see they aren't all created equal. And that's what makes every Purple pillow and mattress unlike anything you've ever slept on.
The Purple Grid sets the Purple mattress apart from every other mattress. It's a patented comfort technology that instantly adapts to your body's natural shape and sleep style. With over 1,800 open-air channels designed to neutralize body heat, Purple provides a cooling effect other mattresses can't replicate. And this cutting-edge technology doesn't stop with mattresses. Every Purple pillow is engineered with the Grid for total head and neck support and absolute airflow. So you're always on the cool side of the pillow. Purple's proprietary technology has been innovating comfort for over 15 years. We both got the Purple pillow, and it is soft as can be.
And it keeps cool, especially in these hot LA nights.
I was just going to say, the past month has been a nightmare here. It's so hot, and it was a godsend to get this Purple pillow.
Yeah.
And have something cool to sleep on, because it's been unbearable here. Yeah. It was 100 degrees last week.
I have a lot of neck problems all the time because I'm getting old, and I've been waking up feeling a lot less like shit.
It's extremely
ever since I switched
soft.
to this pillow.
Very soft.
Yeah. You can try every Purple product risk-free and with free shipping and returns. And Purple has financing available as low as 0% APR for qualified customers. Experience the Purple Grid, and you'll sleep like never before. Go to purple.com/todaydaily10 and use promo code todaydaily10 for a limited time, and you'll get 10% off any order of $200 or more. That is purple.com/todaydaily10, promo code todaydaily10 for 10% off any order of $200 or more. Terms apply. So
there you go.
Go there, check it out. Anyway, now let's get back into the news with AOC joining Twitch. Yeah. Yes, that's right. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has launched a Twitch channel in order to inspire people to get out the vote. And she's kicking things off with an Among Us stream alongside Pokimane and Hassan Piker, as well as a few others, including Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota.
Yeah, on Monday of this week, she tweeted out the request for teammates to play Among Us with, and launched her official Twitch channel shortly after that, getting verified within seconds, basically.
More liberal bias.
And, and then gaining around 230,000 followers on the platform. Right at the time that we filmed this, it's probably gone up, because by the time you're watching this, the live stream is either still going or has finished. Obviously, tons of requests came in for the opportunity to game alongside her, but it looks like Pokimane, Hassan, and Ilhan Omar will be filling out the game with a few other streamers like Dr. Lupo, Myth, Jacksepticeye, and of course more. The stream is scheduled for Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, so yeah, as I said, you're watching this, it's probably too late, but we're assuming it went well and probably got a lot of views. Hopefully they didn't use any copyright-protected music, because another wave of DMCA takedowns wreaked havoc on Twitch this Tuesday.
Yeah.
Basically, all big streamers are just deleting all of their VODs and clips because they don't want to feel the wrath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
treat it like a real live event where you had to be there or it didn't happen.
Yeah, well, they're saying that they might do strikes live now on live streams. If you place it, it might just take you down.
If they do that, the Night Dog is dead. So
the Night Dog has been put out to pasture.
Yeah, that puts the Night Dog down for sure.
Hey, did you hear about? We'll talk about it later more. But Spotify is allowing podcasters to put any song that's on Spotify in a podcast.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, back to AOC. This is not her first foray into the gaming world. It was funny seeing people posting like, "Oh, this is such a like fellow kids thing." It's like, first of all, she's 31, so like
she is a fellow kid.
Yeah, she's like I don't know if she's still the youngest, but easily one of the youngest people in Congress. And she's also
a gamer.
A gamer. She's been playing League of Legends for a long time. She's even participated in ranked matches and worked her way up to Silver 3 as recently as the summer. Not even good. Why aren't you platinum? Why did you get platinum while working full time as a fucking congresswoman?
Exactly. Yeah. Like there's nothing else going on.
Yeah. She plays characters like Sona, Janna, Lux, and Morgana.
Got him to say those words.
Yeah, whatever. How she will fare in Among Us is anyone's guess. I'd say working in politics would probably give you an edge.
Yeah.
But
that's what's going to be funny about it is it's like either she's terrible at lying, which is a good thing, or she's really good at lying, and this will be held against her forever.
Yeah, that's the thing I most dislike about Among Us is you give away all of your tells. All the tells that you keep close to yourself for the rest of your life, you're just giving those away. You're training everyone around you to spot when you lie.
Also, it's like, I couldn't imagine playing with her because it'd be like, I wouldn't be able to play correctly.
Yeah.
I'd be too nice.
AOC, you're the imposter.
No, you're not? All right.
All right,
well
okay.
Do you have any evidence? Yeah, I saw you going in and out of an event. Did you, though? Man, I guess I didn't. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the play here is.
And then when she's accusing you, she's got all that like Senate or congressional hearing experience under her belt where she just starts rattling off evidence.
I saw you in the cafeteria. Yeah, the possibilities are endless. I just hope people don't go easy on her, you know?
Yeah, so hopefully as long as they don't play any copyrighted music, you'll probably be able to watch the VOD on Twitch after it goes up. We'll leave a link to her channel in the description below.
Also today, Dr. Lupo streamed with fucking Borat, which is like, the jokes he were making would not fly on anyone else's channel on Twitch. And like they even did a bit at the end where he got banned from Twitch. But he was like talking about like going to prison and like, look, the clips are online. I can't even say it on here, but yeah, it is Borat, so he can get away with it. Plus, it's coming out on it's coming out on Prime Video, which owns Twitch. Yeah. So there's a handshake deal going on. But yeah, it was hilarious just watching Dr. Lupo not say anything and just like not be able to respond to anything he's saying because what he's saying is just completely outrageous. But that movie comes out on Friday, so that's crazy. We're already here.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, speaking of gaming, looks like 2K Sports did exactly what everyone assumed every company that publishes sports games would eventually do. They put actual, real-life, unskippable commercials into their games.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, we assumed that the excuse would be something like, well, it's like real-life sports. When you're watching real-life sports on TV, you see advertisements. So there are full-blown advertisements in this game because it makes it more real. Only, shut the fuck up. In video games, I am the player. I am the basketball player. I am not a person watching it from home. And I mean, we get a plethora of static or motion graphic ads around stadiums and arenas. That makes sense, I guess. But they literally put a fucking unskippable commercial before the game in the loading screen like you're watching it at home on TNT or something.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, players in the game, they're not watching commercials when they're getting ready for the game. They're doing stuff with the coaches, game plans, stuff like that, doing warm-ups. Maybe put that in. Anyways, here's the story according to IGN.
Advertisements have been quietly added to NBA 2K21's loading screens, which players are unable to skip. Stevivor is reporting that ads for the Oculus Quest 2 have appeared during pre-game loading screens in NBA 2K21. Videos show that the loading screens are longer than the ads themselves on PS4 and Xbox One, with no option to skip the adverts given until after they've finished being shown. More gallingly, NBA 2K21 does offer the option to interact while matches load, allowing you to edit your lineups, but even that option is unavailable while the commercial plays. That sucks. They add that this isn't the first sports game to try this shit. EA attempted to get away with it recently for their latest UFC release, but they were called out for it and finally disabled the ads after a few weeks of harsh backlash online. Because what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know. Shame may not work in the real world anymore, but apparently still does with gaming companies. So, yeah, the only way to stop this kind of stuff is to get really vocal about it online to their official accounts and get the stories picked up by news outlets. Shame them.
Yeah, seriously.
You're already paying $60 for a game that is barely any different than the one you bought last year
This
for
one has
$60.
ads.
Yeah.
You feel like you're watching a professional production.
This is insane.
Yeah. But hey, let's move on. This week's presidential debate.
Oh, fuck. Another one?
Yep. So far, it looks like it's still happening, if you could fucking believe it. And neither Donald Trump nor Joe Biden have backed out of it yet.
Do we even need another debate?
I don't know. Look, there's still time for one of them to back out. Not saying it's absolutely going to happen. As of right now, though, the debate is scheduled to take place at Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee, and it'll air live on pretty much every basic news channel that exists, starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. There is, however, one big difference between this debate and the one we saw previously. The presidential candidates will have their microphones muted whenever it's not their turn to talk.
Oh, my mic's muted? Well, I guess I can jack off now. Wait, you said I was muted.
Mr. President, please, could you not crank your hogs?
This Regeneron makes me feel horny all day long.
I have been erect for 2 weeks straight. Melania, she's walking around bow-legged. What can I say?
Yep, that's why I stand like this.
Trying
to hide my raging Regeneron erection.
I can't even tuck it up into my belt.
Yeah.
It doesn't work anymore. It's too strong. It breaks the belt buckle.
So yeah, this muting,
Yeah.
I mean, I like it, but it's pretty unprecedented.
Yeah.
It's usually within the realm of possibility for the candidates, who are grown adults, to just not talk over each other constantly.
It's worked well for televised events
60,
for 60
70 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's impossible, though, because of how Donald Trump operates. He just cannot shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to mute him. And yes, they have to mute Joe Biden, too, if he goes over time or whatever.
Yeah.
But regardless of who you support, it's pretty unanimous that Trump is the one that has a problem talking over people, regardless of who he's speaking with. The muted mics will only be in effect for the 2-minute solo reply time that each candidate is allocated to answer specific questions from the moderator. From an article about this. Once each candidate has delivered his 2-minute reply, Mr. Trump and Mr. Biden, the Democratic nominee, will be allowed to freely engage with each other for the remainder of each 15-minute segment, with both microphones fully functional.
So yeah, it's literally moderator asks question, you give 2-minute whatever reply, and then it's open. So it's not going to be a constant battle of the mute button. It's just during the direct answers to the moderator. Still, pretty sure there are going to be times when Trump just keeps yapping away, potentially tripping up his opponent, who, by the way, can still fully hear him because he's standing across a stage from him.
Yeah.
Trump's words will just be muted for the people that are watching at home. He could, and probably will, just interject during Biden's answers and trip him up on something, because it's really hard to talk when someone is talking at you at the same time.
Yeah.
But with Trump's mic cut off, it'll just appear as though Biden is having a hard time concentrating and getting his words out to everyone watching at home. And Biden having a hard time concentrating and getting his words out is something that actually happens from time to time. So it might look bad. I hope it doesn't, but it might. And look, we're not exactly sure how well this will work out, but it's the last debate.
Ever.
It's going to be, maybe. It's going to be something. So yeah, we'll be watching.
Yeah.
I'll
be watching this one with the least amount of attention out of all of these.
Well, good news. World Series, not on Thursday night. Wide open for the debate.
Can we tailgate the debate?
Maybe.
Are they going to play it at Dodger Stadium?
That would be great. Anyways, that's it for today's episode. Please check out our most recent episode of Weekly Weird News over here and a brand new episode of News Dump. Check both of those out. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And we'll see you soon for some tech news.
Bye.